sees my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
สวัสดีทุกคนเนาะมื้อนี้วิดีโอนี้เราจะมาพบกับแขกรับเชิญที่พิเศษเขาคือหญิงสาวเวียดนามเขาเป็นนักศึกษาปีสุดท้ายอยู่ที่มหาลัยที่เขากำลังเรียนคือ Thai Medical University นั่นเองเขามีความพิเศษอยู่บนว่าเขาว่าภาษาอังกฤษเก่งเขามีสำเนียงแบบสไตล์อเมริกันและเขาคือหัวหน้าสมาคมภาษาอังกฤษอยู่ในมหาลัยห้องคอยสามารถว่าได้ว่าเขาเป็นท็อป1เลยแหละอยู่ในมหาลัยการแพทย์ไทยบินถือว่าเป็นมหาลัยที่มีชื่อเสียงอันดับ3ของประเทศเวียดนามในมหาลัยแห่งนี้มีนักเรียนทั้งหมดอยู่ 10,000 กว่าคนมีนักเรียนมาจาก 3-4 ประเทศคือเวียดนามกัมพูชาลาวและโมซัมบิกแถวแอฟริกาใต้และมื้อนี้เราจะมาสัมภาษณ์เราเบิ่งว่าเรามีเทคนิคการเรียนอะไรและการศึกษาของเวียดนามเขาไปฮอดไสแล้ว
Okay, so my name is Hua. I'm 24 years old. I'm a senior at Thai University of Medicine and Pharmacy. I always wondered why my school has such a long name. And I'm a former president at the English class at my school.
The first I want to ask you is so why did you choose medicine?
This is actually a very interesting question because it's going to have a long answer. Okay, so first, I didn't actually know what I want. I told my parents that I wanted to study at the foreign language university, but then they told me that everyone who graduated from that school always had to they have to apply for another program for the second diploma. So that's going to be really complicated and it doesn't certain a stable life as what my parents wanted for me. So being a doctor is something really fancy everywhere. I believe that in other countries you can make millions or even some people are actually billionaires as a doctor. They just didn't reveal their own property yet. But well, that's what my parents want for me. A stable job has good income. That's the first reason I came to medical school. I didn't really like it. I only know that I like biology. It brings me joys when I have more knowledge about human body. And then after that, I think started from my third year. I was really depressed back then because I don't really like what I was doing back then. But then things changed when I went to the hospital and I feel like I can learn more from the patients than everything I read on the book. And so when they gave me courage and they encouraged me to come back and to figure out more about the problem I was facing.
So that means your family want you to be a doctor?
Yeah, that's at first.
Yeah.
But then I actually found
yes, I think a lot of my friends in my class, yes, their family like is because of force them to be a doctor, but
They like
Yes,
it.
we can understand us. Yes, we could understand us because our families, what they want is they want their children to have a good good future, to get a high salaries. That is great, so good. So maybe, but actually, I want to know is about your English. So how long you been learning English?
So when I was in fifth grade.
Fifth grade, so you can speak English?
No, I actually went to one of my tutor. Like she's a friend with my mother, so she taught me about the grammar, and I realized, hey, it's easy. It's easier than I thought, and so after that, she always taught me grammar. So I got 10 in every single in every single test because I already done that, and all they ask about is grammar. So well, that was pretty cool if you're the best English student in the class, right? But then things changed when I moved to secondary school. My aunt sent me they were just like one of the oldest textbook in the history of English learning. And then and unfortunately it has a mixed accent, which means some of them was American English, but some of them was in British. So that was really weird because I found two identical CD that talks the same, that plays the same lesson but in two different voices.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that was pretty weird. So but most of the CD was in British English. So what I've learned, so in the beginning, then I started learning English as a British voice. But then my parents got a new TV, and then I can watch Disney Channel. And Disney Channel is a channel from American, and so I just watch it and I imitate their voice and the accents. That's how I got the American.
So that's
like now.
You're a big fan of American accent, right?
Not really. I just think that it's more efficient. So it's easier to talk, and it makes it feel like we can talk, we can use the language the way we want.
Okay. So next question is, so could you share us what's the way you improved your English? This
The way I improve my English? This is another story. So when I was in 6th grade, I remember I always spent 2 months on the CD that my aunt sent me.
2 months? Okay. You listening every day?
Yes, because I found this really interesting.
Only listening and you try to copy that accent, right?
Like I have a textbook to follow.
So but how about like your new vocabularies and you try to memorize or something?
I don't have to memorize the vocabulary because everything's around me, I guess.
So but how your speaking skills or
I talk with myself in front of the mirror.
Talking to yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So tell the audience, talk to yourself.
Okay, so I think from 6th grade to 11th grade, I only go to class and then come back to my house without.
So, but actually, at your place, do they have a foreigner there?
No.
So that's you practice by yourself.
Yeah.
You are amazing.
And with my friends in class because I'm always in top 5 of the class. So everyone, like the best student, always hang out together, right?
Okay.
So every time we have an English class, then I couldn't find anyone who willing to practice speaking with me because there's a part in the English books that we study from secondary school to high school. They always have the speaking part, but the teachers always skip that because the student doesn't like it because it's too difficult. But I was thinking that why are they afraid?
No speaking part?
Well, because the student don't like it because they couldn't speak.
The student don't like speaking
because they
part?
couldn't speak. Most of the student doesn't like English.
I think that's quite weird. So, but in Laos, the people love speaking part, but they don't like grammar. but
Yeah.
the people in law they don't know about
Grammar.
grammar. They don't the grammar is I think is poor, but
that doesn't actually matter. If people can understand you, that's good. So I was practice in front of my mirror most of the time, and so I have a friend. She was my best friend. She's not my best friend now. We have ups and downs. And like right now, relationship is complicated. And so she's very competitive, which means she always wanted to be better than others.
I know
So
that's kind
we all have that kind of friends,
yeah,
right?
I used to be.
So she made our relationship toxic. So I always have a feeling that we will always practice English together, but we always wanted to be better than the others. Like so every time we practice a conversation, she always added some like informations to make it more like she was trying to show off something. But I didn't do that. And so I think I stopped being frank with her, but I still keep like practice with myself in front of the mirrors. I use it every day. Okay, for example, my mom just called me. Like she asked me to go to the bathroom because I need to take a shower so she can take it after me. And though I didn't like it, so I was thinking that why does she have to be so annoying? So I talked to myself like that. So I think the most important thing is just take it easy.
Yeah.
You don't have to put too much stress on yourself, but you have to be good at it at first.
You want to be good at English.
Because when you look at somebody who is already fluent with English, which means you compare your level 1 to their level 11 or something, because they spend a lot of time practicing. So I think the main problem is to not be scared of what you don't know and what you couldn't do well, and you just do it. And you just do it so many times, and you got experience, and you surely will get better. You can do it. You can just study English for many purposes. You can study for your work. You study for interest. You can study to make money. Whatever you want.
Yeah.
But just find a purpose and make up a plan, or maybe you can just do it as a habit, like I do. Just try thinking in English. That should be good too. So, and I think that's one problem for every English learner, because when you speak in another language, you always have to think in your head.
Yeah.
The Vietnamese, like your native language sentence first, and then you translate it into English. That would take a lot of time, and it was a really bad habit. If it's a bad habit, you shouldn't do it frequently. And another thing is, don't be afraid to speak your mind. Whatever you feel, whatever you want, and whatever you want to do, then you just gotta say it. Because if you don't say it, no one will know what you want and what your problem is to help you. That's what I always said to the people who came to the English club meeting. They always just sit there and watch me, and they think that I was really good, and they wanted to be like me. But they always use the same method. They always use the same style of study. So what do you expect? Something to be different if you use the same method. If you wanted the outcome to be different, then you should just change the method. Then it will change. Could be better or worse. But at least you try.
Really?
Yeah.
How to contact you? Tell that.
Okay, so you can just contact my Facebook, which he's gonna put it here probably.
Here.
Or there. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Say thank you, madam.
yeah, so thank you. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
And do you have a YouTube channel or something?
Yeah.
So I can hit subscribe and like for him?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna tell me.
Yeah. Bye bye. Okay.
So that's a wrap.